And speaking of diabetes, let's dive a little deeper into diabetes itself and define what it actually is. First of all, there are two different types, type 1 and type 2. Both of these different types have some type of dysfunction with insulin or a molecule that is critical in getting glucose into the cells. And with that dysfunction, you'll start to see blood sugar values that will be outside the normal range that you'd expect to see. Type 1 diabetes is classically thought of as either a genetic or autoimmune disease, whereas type 2 diabetes is typically a disease that is affected by different lifestyle factors. So what that means is that those people with type 1 diabetes had absolutely zero say in developing disease, and regardless of the lifestyle choices they made, they were going to get it one way or another. On top of that, once they have it, there is no reversing it. Once you have type 1 diabetes, you will need something like insulin for the rest of your life. It's something you're going to have to deal with day in and day out. This can be incredibly challenging to deal with, but it also has serious health consequences if it's not dealt with properly. And if it's not treated with insulin, it can lead to some big issues. So one main differentiator between type 1 and type 2 is that all type 1 patients need insulin to survive, period. It's unfortunately as simple as that. Exercise, diet, and other lifestyle changes can still have a large impact on the course of the disease, but it won't reverse or put them in remission. On the other hand, type 2 diabetes is typically avoidable and is thought of as a lifestyle disease, meaning that certain factors in someone's lifestyle, like their diet, exercise, and sleep, all may be playing a role in developing the disease. Type 2 is a problem with how your body responds to insulin. You typically can still make insulin, but with type 2 diabetes, your body gets into something called insulin resistance, which means that your body isn't as responsive to insulin as it used to be. This leads to less sugar getting into the cells with each insulin molecule, so the body's response is to make even more insulin, and then this starts a vicious cycle of making more insulin in response to poor response to insulin, and just a vicious cycle. And with this insulin resistance comes elevated blood glucose levels, and thus all the complications we typically see from diabetes. Thanks so much for joining me today. Now get off the internet, go be active, and enjoy your life. We'll see you next time.